There's a bunch of different type of capos out there, which can be used on pretty much any stringed instrument with frets, but today we're going to be focusing on guitar capos, how to use them, and how they change the sound of the instrument. A capo is a clamping device, which fastens the strings at a chosen position on the fretboard, and it shortens the playable length of the string. It's essentially like moving the nut up or down the guitar neck. By shortening the string length, you raise the pitch of the guitar, which is helpful when a singer's trying to find a comfortable key to sing in.
There is a house in New Orleans. Too low.
Too low.
They call the rising sun.
Raising the pitch of the guitar really changes the feel or the timbre of the instrument, which will really brighten the sound. If you move the capo way up the guitar neck, you can make it sound similar to a mandolin or a ukulele. Each fret you move the capo raises the pitch by a half step. So for example, an E major without a capo becomes a G major with a capo at the 3rd fret. But you don't really need to worry about how to transpose when using a capo. It's helpful, but you can most certainly play an E chord shape with a capo in any position and not know what that chord transposes to. So when you go to play a song, you can use the same chord shape, same fingerings, it's just in a different key. So I've seen and heard of people for a long time using a pencil as a capo. You put a pencil over the fretboard and put a rubber band around the back of the neck. If you forgot your capo and really needed one, it's a good go-to trick, but it's not going to work very well, and if you're using that all the time, you might as well spend the few dollars to get your own capo. This is a strap capo, which is a piece of rubber with an elastic band that goes around the neck and snaps over the strings. I guess it's an upgrade from the rubber band and pencil. They're a little bit clumsy, not my favorite type of capo, but it does work. This is a very, very popular capo. It's a trigger style capo. It's simple and easy to use. You just squeeze the trigger and move it to any fret you want. This one's so quick you could use it to change keys in the middle of a song. I've talked to some players who only use this type of capo because you can store it on the headstock of the guitar. It's a really convenient feature, but I don't endorse it. Clamping anything to the headstock for any period of time, it has the potential to dent or damage the finish, and it's just not worth the risk. The drawback to this design is that the tension is not adjustable. So the amount of pressure you use at the 1st fret is going to be the same at the 7th. The whole idea is to use as least tension as you need. Too much pressure can cause tuning issues, it can cause premature fret wear, and it can also kink the strings. This is a Shub Deluxe, which does have adjustable tension. It allows you to find the perfect amount of pressure at any fret position. Loosen the screw, put the capo in the desired fret position, close the clamp, and tighten the screw until it's snug. Test for clear ringing notes. So you'll have to experiment a little to find the sweet spot. You'll probably have to unclamp and then tighten the screw just a little bit, reclamp and test again. Repeat until you get clear ringing notes. The amount of time it takes to use this capo is a drawback to some, but others think it's worth it because you have the least amount of pressure you need to hold down the strings. This one here is a hybrid of sorts. It's trigger style, spring loaded, but has adjustable tension. Just put the capo next to the fret like you would with any trigger style capo and adjust the nut to find the right tension. Cradle capos, like this one, have a horseshoe shape that goes around the back of the neck and a bar that latches down the strings. It also has adjustable tension. Some capos are designed to create alternate tunings, like this drop tuning capo or the spider capo, which has individual pads for each string. There's a lot of theories on where to put the capo, but I think directly in front of the fret, perpendicular to the center line, is the best placement. Putting it here helps eliminate string buzz on the new 1st fret. I like to tune the instrument before putting on the capo. This allows you to see any changes the capo may have on the tuning. If you want to be sure you're perfectly in tune, check and retune after the capo is on. You always want to remove the capo when you're storing the guitar. Leaving the capo on the guitar can cause unnecessary wear on the strings, the frets, and the capo itself. Now that you know how to use a capo, you can research and find the capo that's best for your playing style, and just have fun experimenting with the new sounds and tunings you're going to get from using one.